You gonna get this? Hold on, let me mix them up real quick. Hey, this is what I do, man. You know what I'm saying? We thinking big, even when we thinking big, y'all. This how we do it. Let's go. You ready? Watch it, watch it. Ooh. That mean I got to shoot right here?
Mama do think, I'm thinking big, think big. The bigger I think big. Think big. Yeah, I'ma think big. Think big. Yeah, I'ma think big.
But the next person I'm gonna bring up, this person is like by far the most motivational person I've ever talked to. Always positive, always talks about the wins that you never had, wins that you should have when you wake up, your mindset whenever you wake up, mindset whenever you're going throughout the day. This person is always great. Since I met him, like I love him. Dion the Motivator.
How everybody doing in here? Everybody, all right? So I know he came up here, he talked about sports, and he's coming from a sport aspect, right? But me, just to give a little bit about myself, my name is Dion the Motivator, and I inspire people, I motivate people, and I help people start, scale, and brand their business. So I'm coming today talking about business, right? And business and sports go hand in hand because when I was younger, I played sports, right? But now I'm in business. And what if I would have learned back then is that the way you do a thing and the way you view a thing is how you continuously do a thing. When I played sports, I knew I was good. I knew, but guess what? I stopped growing. Everybody else kept growing. And I view basketball as like, okay, I'm just doing this to pass time. I'm just doing this to pass time. But when life really hit, when I got out of school, and I thought about like, man, I didn't take basketball serious, right? Number one, first rule, and how you view a thing is how you do a thing. If y'all don't remember nothing else, remember that. How you view a thing is how you do a thing. Because how you view it is how you do it. When you're looking at something and you're saying, man, I'm just doing it because my mom wants me to do it, or I'm just doing it because my dad wants me to do it, or I'm just doing it because my friends are doing it, then you're just gonna be doing it not because you really wanna do it, but because you're viewing it from an aspect of I'm doing it like a sheep leading to the slaughter. So what I wanna tell y'all is anything y'all doing, I want y'all to have passion behind it. And I want you to do it like you really doing it. What Allen Iverson said, we're talking about practice, right? So when you in practice, how do you practice? How do you practice in practice? Why you practice hard in practice? Exactly. And when you practice hard in practice, when you get in the real game, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna perform. If you ever notice guys that's on the team that slack around when they practicing, when they get in the game, guess what they do? They slack. They don't get a lot of playing time. But the guy that's in the gym that's going hard every day, that's the guy that get the playing time. That's the guy that get the shine. He may not be the best. He may not be the fastest. He may not be the quickest. Look at Damian Lillard. But you will not outwork him, right? So you gotta put the work in. So I'm coming from the business aspect, right? So all you guys, I wish y'all the best, for real. And the ladies in here, I wish y'all nothing but the best. And I hope that you go to the NBA or the NFL or, you reach your sports dreams. But what happens when it don't happen? What do you do then? What skills are you gonna acquire now while you're 11, 12, 13 that's gonna prepare you for the real life? And that's what I wish people would have told me at 12, 13, and 14. How you view a thing is how you do a thing. Setting those principles and those things in line now, so as I grow older, I can develop the mindset to do, great things and think big. That's the name of my company, Think Big. How am I able to think big? Like we was talking about earlier, I celebrate all my small wins, right? So when I say how you view what you do is how you do what you do, I look at it like this. So when they came in here earlier, we was talking about having wins and losses, right? So if you hit the game-winning shot, that's a what? That's a win. If it's a game-winning shot, right? If you wake up in the morning at 6 o'clock to go work out and your mom and dad didn't have to tell you to go, that's a what? That's a win. So how you view what you do is how you do what you do. So now you start viewing all those little wins, you get yourself in the habit of winning. So in life, all you do is win. I was telling them this, I had 20 wins today, right? I woke up this morning without hitting the snooze button. It's win number one. I made my bed without anyone telling me to. That's win number 2. I prayed with no interruptions. That's win number 3. I wrote down all my goals. You see what I'm saying? So as you're going through your day, win after win after win after win after win after win. Now it's 9 o'clock. I go outside, my tires flat. That's the first loss I felt of the day, right? But that's not a loss because I got 20 wins that I've been celebrating to this point. Now it's like I'm steady winning because all I do is win. So now that little flat tire, I don't look at it as a loss. But now think about the person who had to be somewhere at 9:45. They woke up at 9:15 because they hit the snooze button from 7 o'clock to 9:15. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. They rush. Now they go outside and they got a flat tire. Guess what that does? That ruins their whole day. How you view what you do is how you do what you do. So I want y'all to view everything from a mindset of once you get a thought in your head, think big. And then when that thought comes, think big. And then when that thought comes, 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 just keep thinking big. In life, we don't get what we want because we set goals that's too high. In life, we get what we want because we set goals real low and we hit them and they keep us at a certain standpoint. So if you want $10 million, no, I want $40 million. Because now I gotta work even harder to get 10 to get to the 40. So if I want 40 on the way to 40, I gotta get 10. And if I don't get the 40, if 10 was my original goal, but I thought bigger and I hit 12, not 40, didn't I still hit all my goals? So think big. That's all I want y'all to do. One thing and only, think big. Think big, that's it. You get a thought, I want to play varsity on the 9th grade team. Think big. I want to play on the D1 team. Think big. I want to go to the NBA and be the #1 player in the world. Think big. I want to be Kobe Bryant. Think bigger than that. Kobe Bryant, everybody want to talk about how great he was as a basketball player. But what about what he did in business? This man was a business mogul, and he was about to change the world. He was in contracts with a pharmacy company that they was developing some new medicines that was going to help athletes that was going to change the world. But no one talks about what he does in business. Everyone talks about what he does in basketball. But the mindset he had made him great at not only business, but basketball. I leave y'all with one thing, one question. If what you've been doing has been working for you, then keep doing it. And if it hasn't, think big. I'm the unmotivated, y'all.
You gonna get this? Hold on, let me mix them up real quick. Hey, this is what I do, man. You know what I'm saying? We thinking big, even when we thinking big, y'all. This how we do it. Let's go. Watch it, watch it. Ooh. That mean I gotta shoot right here? That means I gotta shoot right there. Hey, edit it out so I edit it out like I made it, you know what I'm saying? Oh! Yeah. Hey, wet like water. Wet like water. Let's go. Wet like water. Let's go. He automatic. Let's go. Wet like water in. Ha. Now you gotta come play defense. Yeah, you don't want me out here. I'm going straight to the hole on. Now you gotta come play defense. No, he don't do that. He don't do that. Now you gotta come play defense. Now you gotta come play defense. Where you at?
Look at his hips. Look at his hips. Can't go nowhere without the hips. Can't go nowhere without the hips. Good defense.
Piggyback on what he said, I feel the same way. Like the best way to motivate kids to me is exposure. Like you were saying, you know, it's exposing them to different things. Like for me, I like to invest, and that motivates me to make money. And I know my kids, they like the same thing. So how did I find that out? I asked them questions like, what do you want out of life? And then they tell me, and I said, why you want it, right? So like my daughter finishes, what do you want? She's like, I want a lot of money. Like, okay, so how can I help her make a lot of money? I have a business, so let me show her how to make a business. And now she's 13, she has her own lip gloss line. If you ask her, do she have crypto? She got crypto, she got Bitcoin. So the stuff that I do, I just expose her to. And because of the exposure, even if it's not on my level, it's on her level. And then it'll grow into something else. So like now she's 13. And what the average 13-year-old don't have Bitcoin. But when she turns 20, because I exposed her to it early and she's motivated to make money, now even though if she don't want to be an investor, she wants to be an actress, but she knows she can make money through this, it's gonna pique her interest to let me dive into it deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. A lot of times what I say, a lot of times people think that it's the money that motivates the kids, but like he was saying, it's not. It's the lifestyle that other people live in. That's what they want. And they don't come to their parents because they don't put us on their level as the big rappers or the big NBA players, right? But so what we have to do is pique their brain, figure out what they want on their level, and how can we kind of relate to them on their level and build up on that. So like he asked the young man, does he want to play football, right? If I was his father, and most fathers would say, you don't want to play football? Because you gonna play. You see what I'm saying? And they pushing them to do something that they don't really, but if he sit down and say, what do you want to do? He like, man, I just like playing video games. Okay, what about video games that you like? I like figuring out going to the next stage. Okay, let me put you in a coding camp. Now when I put you in a coding camp, let me go learn this stuff with you. So now, because it's gonna be somebody that they're gonna look up to in the coding camp, right? Everything we expose them to is somebody great in that area. But if you're already great in their eyes, even if you're not great in that area, they're gonna come to you first because you're participating with them and they put you on a search. So for me, I just try to meet the kids where they are and level and motivate them from that point there. Because it's not about me. It's about what they want. And that's the number one question, like, because I do consulting and I ask people all the time, what do you want? Why do you want it? And how will it help someone else? And those are the questions I ask my kids. What do you want? Why you want it, and how it's going to help someone else. Because if we just want stuff just to want it, and it's not benefiting other people, then what's the use of having it? What's the use of me having $1 million company if I keep the money to myself? I'm supposed to learn those skills, go back and teach other people, and build on it and build and build. And that's how we build a community. So that's just my opinion, man. Thank y'all for supporting the channel, man. I want y'all to like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what y'all think, man. Let me know if the gems that we dropped in the video was helpful for you. And if you want to continue to support the channel, go to www.thinkbiggear.com. Purchase some